Hey, what's up, toy heads? Jason here with ToyBot. Coming at you today to talk about the Masters of the Universe movie Kids Core line, the Amazon exclusive 4-pack. So this is what the outer box looks like. Nice. You got the Masters of the Universe logo, some artwork there. Pretty minimal, but basically the main thing, I've already broke the seal on this because I definitely had to take a sneak peek. But let's get right to it, man, because this is so right off the bat you see we got the, you know, like a movie poster. Basically you got the imagery from the movie Skeletor versus He-Man, Goatman, Man-at-Arms, and just displays really nicely in this package. Great looking, you know, set up for a 4-pack, I believe. But obviously, I did not get these to keep them in the pack. Got this to take these guys out and play. So let's get right to that. Let's get them out of the package here. I just wanted to make sure you guys can see everything there. All right, and let's get to it. All right, so here we have our figures out of the plastic packaging. And I guess let's just start right off the bat with the main man himself, He-Man. I gotta say, these figures, getting them open, they feel, articulation feels great. The joints don't feel too tight at all. Like occasionally, you know, with the Origins, you get some real tight joints. You're afraid to like break them. These feel real smooth. I mean, I'm really impressed with the articulation on these. The only thing, as I've noticed other people noting already, is, you know, nothing at the ankles. It's just, even if they just had a simple like swivel right there, it would be great. But yeah, for $10 figures, kids line, these figures are awesome. So, and now in the 4-pack, the Skeletor that comes in the 4-pack, he actually has a cloth cape, as I'm sure other people have noted, and I do really like that. And the one thing I will notice, I've found the single-carded Skeletor in store, and I will say that even though the face sculpt is the same, that wash they add to that one, there's something about that really does it for me. And I don't know, there's part of me that kind of wants to get that Skeletor and just to basically swap heads so that I can have like my ultimate movie Skeletor, at least ultimate kids line movie Skeletor. Verdict's still out on whether or not I'm going to grab a Chronicles figure. If I do, it will definitely be for Skeletor, possibly He-Man, but I'm always looking for a Skeletor figure, good Skeletor figure. So enjoy the Havoc staff, looks great. And Man-at-Arms, man. Hey, at least I finally can say I have an Idris Elba action figure. And again, for the toy line, for the kids toy line, this is awesome. I mean, I don't even notice this, but it's got a pistol here, and there's even a little groove, little spot there for you to, you know, from the holster his pistol basically at his side. So he needs to do a quick draw, you can bust that out. But until then, he can crack some heads with his mace, which is nice. That he's got the mace. That's just Man-at-Arms is known for. And last but not least, we've got Goatman, which is pretty much, I guess, the reason anybody's picking up this 4-pack, because I believe it's an exclusive to this 4-pack. I mean, who knows? Until down the line, might decide to do an individual release for Goatman. And I gotta say, this is the first action figure that I own of the character Goatman. So, for my first Goatman figure, this the detail on these figures, again, for a kid's line. I know I feel like I'm just repeating what others have been saying, but it's the truth. I mean, Mattel's done a really great job with keeping the price point down and having detailed, fun looking, you know, fantasy figures. Yeah, I'm really impressed with that. Yeah. Let me know, have you guys, who out there has picked up this 4-pack? And if you have, what do you guys think about it? Like, this is awesome. Like, the more I'm seeing more of the kids core line, I mean, it's almost the more this is what I want to collect for my movie representation. I can keep the costs down and still focus my origins on, you know, finishing up the vintage figures. Now, that being said, I have picked up some of the origins releases for the movie, the He-Man, Spike-Or, and Beastman. Basically, the first few releases we've gotten for that. But I don't know, with, you know, the vast cast of characters, and, you know, for the core line, I mean, again, at, you know, $10 a pop, that's, you know, that's two. You could get 2 characters for the price of one, you know, one Origins character, and almost three characters for, you know, what you're gonna pay for the Chronicles. So I think, what is the Chronicles? Around $27 for a figure, or is it $25? But still, regardless, you appear to be getting pretty quality sculpts and, you know, figures to represent the movie line. I mean, aside, you know, again, from the characters, you know, the figures themselves, you've got, see if I can get him standing. This packaging, again, I'll bring this up. This folds out. You can see the full power sword there. I want to figure out a way to use this as a display, I think. Something, yeah. At some point, it'd be kind of, I don't know, mount this somewhere or use the packaging to something for display, I'm thinking. For now, I'll just keep it together, because I think until I get a spot on the shelf for these guys, they'll live. they'll hang out in the box, which I gotta get a couple more shelves up. I got 2000X figures and, of course, these movie figures to display, so gonna be, you know, at least a couple more shelves, right? But as far as you know, how do these compare to Origins? I haven't opened up the Origins. Movie He-Man yet, but here's our classic Origins He-Man, and as you can see, stand him next to, obviously, you know, a 5.5 figure, but and this is 5.5 as well, but obviously more realistic proportions. But no, these figures are really fun. Like, I mean, I don't know really what else much I can say about them, except, I mean, as you can see, I mean, paint apps, like I said, the kids line, they don't have a ton of paint apps, but they got enough that, I mean, I don't feel like we're being short. Like the details, like, are there. I mean, you know, with the paint and, of course, with the sculpts themselves. So let's go, man. That's really cool looking, you know, very you know, demon-esque character. We'll say the Man-at-Arms, I think it's just because I'm used to how a classic Man-at-Arms looks. His head looks a little small to me, but obviously proportionally for the character, you know, for a more actual realistic proportions, it looks good. And say his neck looks a little off, but at least on the Man-at-Arms. But again, it's not ruining anything for me. Good old Skeletor, yeah, that is the guy. And actually, let's see, let's bring in a couple of those Skell Knights that I got. Boom. There we go. So yeah, already, you know, Skeletor is getting his horde, his minions. You know, we gotta already starting off with a decent group of these kids core line. And yeah, like I said, real easy entry point, I feel like, for anybody for kids that are going to see the movie, and maybe for adults who remember Master Universe, but they're just now, you know, kind of getting, the movie is now getting them back into the line. This is a great entry point. I mean, because again, like I said, for the price of one Origins figure, you can grab two characters. You can have He-Man, Skeletor, and, you know, but I am very glad I got the sport pack, because I knocked out the two main characters and got a couple cool, you know, cool side characters. As it is, you know, the more I'm seeing these figures on the shelves, I wasn't gonna get many more figures. I was just gonna focus on what I've got here. This was gonna be it for me, but I do have the Roboto deluxe figure on order. Actually, it's gonna be here later this week, and I think I'm gonna end up getting Tila and Mechanic. I mean, again, for that low price point of, you know, $10 per figure, that's really what it's about right there, the affordability. Because with all the different lines Origins have been coming out with, it's getting hard. I've had to make some tough decisions on, you know, as far as not being a completist, and kind of like, again, turning my attention, my focus to just things that came out in the vintage line. And then of course there's been a few characters that they're just too cool for me to ignore. I gotta get them, like the Black Wizard. I'm not gonna not get a, you know, cool skeleton wizard warrior guy. So I did have to break down on that. But like I said, the movie, the Masters of the Universe movie kids core line, yeah, it's you know, probably gonna end up picking up that Roton at some point. The Battle Cat, it's kind of hoping maybe I'd wait till some of those went on clearance and the price drop a little bit, because those are, you know, obviously a little more expensive. I mean, not, and again, the price point is fair on those. I mean, for what you're getting, that's great. I'm just trying to keep costs down, and these figures right here, I mean, the 4-pack alone, you know, you're saving a few bucks and getting, because, you know, typically $10 a figure, and this 4-pack was like, what, 37, so, you know, you save about, you know, $3 there. So it's, yeah, that's money talk, baby. That's money talk. So comment down below, let me know what you think of these figures. Are you picking them up, or is this not what you want out of a line? Is your focus going to be more Chronicles? I totally get people wanting to do the Chronicles. There's way more articulation. Obviously, there's going to be more detail added to those, but I don't know, man. I don't feel like I need to spend the amount of money on those figures. And for me personally, and again, it's just more about the fact that I typically, when it comes to like movie adaptions, like, you know, like with like MCU stuff, for example, I don't own really any action figures of MCU figures. Like, I have the comic version of things because that's what I like. And so I think with Master Universe, it's kind of the same thing, where I prefer, you know, the cartoon or comic versions of these characters as far as what like I like in my collection. But obviously, being a huge fan of Master Universe, I want representation of the movie. But representation of the movie, I mean, again, great representation that is budget friendly, especially when there's so much more to come from Origins. So anyways, guys, I've rambled on enough. Probably have to do some edits here, but again, if this is the first time checking out the channel, I appreciate you sticking around to this point, listening to the ramblings of a madman. And if you liked what you've seen here, please hit the subscribe button. If you hit that notification bell, it'll let you know the next time that I drop a toy video. That being said, until next time, toy heads, all hail ToyBot.
Big boy. Meow.